Thank you, Halp, for sponsoring this video. Studying in Canada is getting harder and harder, and Immigration Canada is not making it any easier. IRCC has just announced a bunch of updates, and if you were planning to study in Canada, I don't think you will like them. But don't get discouraged just yet. In this video, I will give you a bunch of updates from IRCC, and I will give you a solution to all of them. So watch this video till the very end if you want to study in Canada this year. The first and major update is about the financial requirements. As of January 1st, 2024, IRCC has increased the minimum required funds for your study permit by 10,000 Canadian dollars. And that was made to reflect the current housing situation in Canada. This means that now, as an international student, you will need to show around $35,000 to $40,000 in proof of funds when applying for your study permit. So basically $20,000 for your tuition fees and $20,000 for your housing. IRCC has also mentioned that they will adjust these requirements based on statistics each year. So next year, are we gonna expect like 30,000 or what? But here's the thing, you're not expected to pay all of that money up front. It is just made to show the Canadian government that you have money to study and live in Canada. And the thing is, they haven't updated that requirement in 10 years. So when I moved to Canada 9 years ago, I could easily live on $10,000 a year because the housing situation was fine. My room was like $400, and then I found an apartment for $1,200 with my roommate, and it was totally perfect. Now you cannot live on $10,000. You cannot rent anything except for maybe a parking spot or like a garage. So yeah, you will need to show $40,000 in proof of funds to the government so they know that you're capable of living in Canada and you will not end up on the streets. The second major update was announced today, January 22nd. Mark Miller, the immigration minister, announced that they will cap the number of study permit applications. In 2022, Canada has issued around 800,000 study permits. In 2024, they're planning to issue 364,000. That is more than a half cut. And for 2025, they will reassess at the end of this year. They will also allocate the study permits based on province and territory, who then will distribute those study permit quotas between the designated learning institutions. And to implement the cap as of today, you will need to submit a letter of acceptance, basically saying, hey, we want you to study here. But the problem is that they have announced this, but the provinces have not yet developed those letters of attestation, so it might take a while for you to get your study permit processed. However, if you're planning to study in Quebec, we've had that forever. CAQ, the Quebec Acceptance Certificate, it has been there forever. I've seen a lot of negative comments about introducing the cap, but I feel like it's about time because there has been a lot of fraud, there has been a lot of scam, there has been institutions, private institutions, who would issue those letters of acceptance, who would charge insane amounts of money, and then students will not get a degree, not graduate, and like, why? However, good news for my postgraduate students. If you're planning to study master's, PhD, any postgraduate programs, as well as elementary and secondary education, you will not be capped, meaning if you're planning to take any of those programs, you'll be just fine. Also, Mark Miller mentioned that for postgraduate students, whether it's short or long program, the students will be eligible for a 3-year work permit. Before that, when I was studying, the case was if you study for a year, you will get a 1-year work permit. If you study for 2 more years, you'll get a 3-year work permit. So what they're planning to do, they wanna give a 3-year work permit to postgraduate students. So in my case, if I took one-year program, I would like get a 3-year work permit. That would be amazing. An important note here that current students and current study permit holders will not be affected. So if you are already in Canada, if you're already studying, you got your papers, you're good, you're fine. One important part of the announcement is that open work permits will only be available to the postgraduate students. Meaning, if you are planning to come to Canada, get your bachelor's degree, get your diploma, and bring your family, done. No longer happening. I mean, you can still get a tourist visa, you can still get some kind of, I don't know, work visa maybe, so your family could come with you, but your spouse will not be automatically entitled for an open work permit. Another major update is that starting September 1st, 2024, international students who begin a program that is a part of curriculum licensing agreement will no longer be available for PGWP. In simple words, that means if you're studying at a private institution, no PGWP for you. These programs have seen a lot of growth in the past years, and many people have used it as a loophole, so Canadian government is done with that too. Another update, which is a little bit older, but as of December 2023, all the designated learning institutions need to confirm every letter of acceptance submitted to IRCC. So basically, they're enhancing the verification progress. They're making sure all the letters of acceptance are real, valid, this is not a scam, a fraud, or whatever. So yeah, as you can tell, Canadian immigration is trying to stop all the fraud that has been happening over the years. If you are already studying in Canada, I'm pretty sure you know that you can work full-time while studying. This temporary policy has been introduced to help students, and IRCC has extended this policy a few times, but the official deadline for the policy is April 30th, 2024, meaning after that you will need to go back to working part-time. Will they extend the policy again? Nobody knows. Will those students who are working full-time now be severely affected by going back to part-time work? I'm pretty sure. So if you've been a part of this policy, prepare to work part-time again. Hopefully they'll extend it again, but you never know. And another update about immigration pathways is that IRCC has announced that in the upcoming months, we'll complete an assessment of PGWP and begin introducing reforms to better calibrate it to the needs of the country's labor market. And again, this will be the first review in 10 years. They haven't touched any of these policies in 10 years, so it's about time. Whether we like it or not, I mean, 10 years, guys. And if you look at the shortages in the country, you can tell which industry is gonna be prioritized. For example, healthcare. After COVID, there is a severe shortage of medical workers. Skilled trades such as construction, home building, plumbing, welding, social and personal support workers, agriculture, agri-food, transportation, IT, of course, STEM, business. And with all the recent updates, it might seem like it is impossible to get to Canada now. However, if you're serious about studying in Canada, I would highly recommend you get a lawyer who will help you with the process. And while lawyers can cost a lot of money, I have an alternative free solution to you, which is Halp. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm friends with Halp. Halp is a premium platform for students like yourself who want to study in Canada. Halp pairs students with coaches, and then you guys work one-on-one, making your dream of moving to Canada come true. The coach will guide you through the entire process absolutely for free. You will discover programs that fits your budget. You will define your career and immigration goals. And together with your coach, you will be submitting applications. So if you need any help along the way, your coach will be there for you. Halp does all of this for free for students who are serious, who are ready to move to Canada, to study in Canada, who are ready to begin applying like today pretty much. With all the recent changes and updates, Halp is reserved to serious students who are literally ready, who heard the updates and they're like, I need to act now. So if you're ready to submit your application within 1 or 2 weeks of being paired with a coach, you need to use Halp today. And again, if you want to study in Canada this year, you need to act fast because as we can see, they can change a lot of things in a few months. Who knows what kind of updates we'll see this year? Before signing up for Halp, you need to understand exactly how much your total budget is, meaning tuition fees, living expenses, travel. This means discussing your budget with your family or with your sponsor or with whoever is paying for your application before signing up for Halp. Because Halp will verify all of that information and they will only work with you if you are able to show at least $35,000 in your bank accounts. After signing up for Halp, those who qualify will get a phone call from the team. They will verify everything. So make sure to use a valid WhatsApp number or you will not be contacted. All students must provide Halp with the following documents: your passport, your transcript, your language exam. Here's how you can use Halp.
I am Alexa. I lead the coaching team here at Halp, and today I am going to show you how to sign up for Halp and complete your onboarding. So the first thing that we will do is sign up for Halp. We want to make sure that all of this information is correct, but what I really want to highlight here is the phone number. You must use a WhatsApp phone number to sign up for Halp. This is the main way that we communicate with our students. And if you use a number that is not associated with a WhatsApp account, you obviously can still work with us, but it will take us a little bit longer to get into contact with you. So if you want to move quick and you want to get through the process fast and matched with your coach, make sure you complete your sign up with a WhatsApp phone number. So once you sign up, you're going to be greeted with this page. This is where we're just going to collect more information about you and learn more about your goals. So once you have completed your form, this is what your dashboard is going to look like. It's going to tell you your status. So if it says get started, this is great. What you're going to want to do is upload your documents to move faster in the line and be matched with a coach faster. I'm quickly just going to show you how to do that. All you have to do is find your document that matches what we're asking for. So your passport, English proficiency test, if you've taken one, transcript, and proof of funds is not required, but definitely encouraged at this stage. And when it says reviewing, it just means your documents have been sent to our team and they are under review. If you want to move a little bit faster, you're always welcome to send us a text message on WhatsApp as well. One of our team members will reach out to you by phone call within 24 to 48 hours of you signing up, and we will try to go through the process as quickly as possible. Just a reminder here that your documents are encrypted and secure on our website, so no one else has access to them except for a member of the Halp team. We're super excited to be working with all of you and can't wait to see you all on our platform.
Halp has a list of partner colleges and universities, meaning your applications will have a better chance of approval. Again, you don't pay anything to Halp, you pay all the application fees, all the tuition fees directly to your college or university. Halp specializes both in undergraduate programs such as bachelor's and diplomas, as well as postgraduate studies such as master's. In fact, 43% of the total acceptance were to master's programs this year. So if you've been thinking and waiting, now it's time to act. And on top of that, Halp specializes in placing you into a program that will be prioritized by IRCC, the programs that I've talked before in this video. Because who wants to end up in a program that will lead you nowhere? Nobody. So Halp coaches will help you with that. They will make sure you have a plan to get your PR after your studies. You can trust Halp because the only goal they have is to recommend programs with the job market and immigration in mind. Halp students always graduate from a field with the best opportunities for PGWP and PR because Halp builds your plan with the end goal in mind. And take a look for yourself. Here are some testimonials from the students that used Halp and who are already studying in Canada. And if you are already in Canada, Halp can help you too. If you're studying at a private college and you will no longer be available for PGWP, you can sign up for Halp and they will help you transfer to a public college and get your PGWP after. When signing up for Halp, don't forget to put your country as Canada so that the team knows that you are already a student in Canada. And if you've made it to this part of the video, Halp has a special gift for you. The best part about using Halp, except for the fact that they are awesome and free, Halp will continue to sponsor one-on-one immigration lawyers for the students they have, giving them the best possible chances of getting PR after their studies. This means the lawyer will review your documents and submit on your behalf for free, aka you will be saving at least $2,000 in lawyer fees. I feel like getting a lawyer to submit your papers on your behalf is the most difficult and stressful. I mean, all the paperwork is stressful, honestly, but if you have a person who will do it for you, I mean, why not use it? Halp is sponsoring this so you have better chances of getting your PGWP, getting your PR, and that's exactly why Halp is reserved for serious students only. If you're ready to move fast, if you're ready to submit your applications, you need to sign up for Halp. You can use this QR codes or you can use links in the description box and sign up for Halp today. Studying abroad shouldn't be difficult. It can be easy with Halp. And again, don't get discouraged by all the news, all the updates. It's not the end of the world because, I mean, you can still get a study permit, you can still move to Canada. Yes, it's getting a bit more complicated than it used to be, but that's how immigration works. Yes, it's getting difficult, but not impossible. All right, I think this is it. I gave you all the updates. I told you about Halp. Don't forget to sign up for them if you're ready to move to Canada. And as always, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!